Iron sharpens iron. It's a quote we've all heard before, but Florida State star cornerback Azareyeh Thomas is embodying that probably better than anyone as the Noles get into fall camp. We got to hear from AZ after Sunday's practice where he answered a few questions, shared a few updates, and even mentioned something that I thought was pretty interesting. Now we'll get into the discussion here in just a minute, but first, if you're watching this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We jump on here multiple times a week with recruiting updates, conference realignment, all that good stuff. And with the season only weeks away now, we're going to have more and more videos just like this, so you definitely want to stick around. All right, so we've heard a lot of good things about the team overall through the last 5 practices. We specifically heard a lot of good things about Azareyeh, who's had multiple takeaways, including one on Sunday. So he's off to a hot start, and he's also said that he's excited about the guy alongside him in Ventrell Cypress, who he calls a technician. Now, we've heard a lot of good things about Cypress, too. We've heard that he finally looks like the guy we were hoping to get last year. So it sounds like Florida State secondary is going to be a no-fly zone yet again. He talked about going up against his receiving core. He added that transfer receiver Malik Benson and veteran receiver Ja'Kai Douglas are his favorite receivers to go up against because he feels like they're 2 of the shiftiest guys on the team, and he wants to go against guys that make him a better DB. Now, that's exactly what you want to hear from a guy like AZ going into his 3rd year and being one of the best at his position. I fully believe that if he stays healthy and has a good year, he could very well play himself into being a first-round draft pick. But it's what he said after that really caught me by surprise. Again, he was talking about going up against this offense with a whole lot of new faces. Now, I'm paraphrasing just a bit here, but he said, the speed we have right now is crazy. I feel like we've never went against this many deep balls before. We've always had over-the-top and intermediate guys. Now, if there's one thing this staff set out to do in the transfer portal, it was to bring in good, speedy receivers. So they went and got a Malik Benson, a Jalen Brown, Jalen Lucas, who is lightning fast. He's also Ja'Kai Douglas' brother, and Ja'Kai himself is also one of the faster guys on the team. This is what we were telling you guys would probably be the plan after bringing in DJ. We all know DJ has an absolute cannon of an arm. Now, what goes great with a big arm? A speedy receiver to get downfield and catch it. So this offense is just going to have a deep threat that we didn't see from last year's offense, as good as it was. But this got me thinking. Thomas is one of the best corners in the entire country. And he's standing there in this interview talking about the challenge of going up against all these guys, defending the elite speed from this receiving core. Guys, I don't know how anyone else plans to do it. I know we're missing Keon and we're missing Johnny, and I know we still need a true number 1 receiver to emerge. We've talked about that. But how does an opposing defense guard all these guys? Again, you got Malik Benson, Hakeem Williams, Jalen Lucas, Ja'Kai Douglas, Jalen Brown. You've seen some of these guys in action. Imagine chasing around dudes that fast for 3 hours straight. I think halfway through a game even, you could really start to wear out a defense, and then at that point, you just impose your will. They'll just be too exhausted, I feel like. Now, pair that with a running game that'll be significantly more productive, in my opinion, compared to last year, behind stacked trenches, and then complemented by an elite defense. I think Florida State's path to Charlotte is simple. Not necessarily easy, but simple. I think the floor for this team is very high. It's just a matter of figuring out whether your offense could take a step and raise your ceiling from being a conference championship to a deep playoff run caliber team. But hearing Azareyeh here with compliments on both the offense and the defense is a pretty promising update less than a month before the season opener. And I'll tell you, I'm excited about AZ alone, but I'm getting more and more excited about this team overall. But now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts on AZ and how you feel about the team in general. What's the ceiling for this 24 Noles squad? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, definitely drop a like and consider subscribing. And we'll see you guys on the next one. As always, go Noles.